how to enter the sand in the place that you intend to enter it, and then digging out a space that looks like that. So when you're practicing, what you want to practice is try to see if you are good at hitting that horseshoe and entering the sand right there. Here's a horseshoe right here. Tell me what's wrong with this. Everybody, tell me what's wrong with this.
It's too far behind.
So if the ball was right there, where would that go?
Nowhere.
It wouldn't go. It would stay right there. Here's a horseshoe right here. There's my line. If I go like this, I might hit the ball, but that wouldn't be good. It'd be sailing off into somebody's backyard. So today, what we're going to practice mostly is trying to get some level of consistency with you guys being able to dig that out. So what would be the difference between this and this? Nothing. You just learn to hit the horseshoe out and put the ball in the middle of it. Does that make sense? The thing that I see with most amateurs, and Wes can attest to this, in pro-ams especially, is that there's this idea that if I hold onto the club lightly and I make this dainty little swing, that the ball will get out. Most amateurs really don't have a good feel for how hard you have to swing to make this ball move. So in that context, what I want you to think about in a bunker is, what am I going to make the sand do? Not what am I going to make the ball do, because the sand is moving the ball. You're not actually contacting the ball in this shot. In fact, I'm not sure it's actually true, but there's a whole bunch of folks that believe that bunker shots are the easiest shots in golf because you don't have to hit the ball. That the ball is smaller than the ground. And then all you have to do is make contact with the ground with the ball somewhere in that area and it'll come out. Well, I'm not sure that's 100% true, because if you hit too far behind it or too close to the ball, it doesn't work. Make sense? Make sense? So, the two things I want you to try to do today are, and I've got stations set up in these two bunkers, see if you're good at hitting behind the ball in the right place and digging out that horseshoe. And what I want you to do that with is a fairly long, fast swing. Now you see how hard I hit that? It didn't go very far, did it? If I were to hit a shot off the grass with that same speed, there's roughly a 10-to-1 ratio. For every 10 yards you'd hit it off the ground, it's going to go 1 yard here. So you got to swing 10 times as hard as you think you do just to get it to come out a little bit. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Roughly a 10-to-1 ratio, depending on a couple of other factors. All right. So today, you're going to do that. Put a line about 2 inches behind the ball. And we're going to see who's really good at hitting right there on the line with the ball in the middle of that splash. Now you're going to ask, okay, should I swing outside in? Should I swing inside out? Very, very, very few good bunker players swing inside out. There are some, but it's few. Most of them swing very, very upright and very much from the outside in. So I'm going to be swinging in this direction. The club face is going to be aiming in that direction, and the ball is going to come out in the middle. Most of you will find it's easier to make this club work if you swing outside in. Most of you. Some may not, and that's okay. There's a different set of rules for square to square or straight on, but outside in tends to work better. So if the ball is right here, I'm going to be intentionally swinging in this direction. Does that make sense? I'm not going to swing in this direction. Right. The last thing that I want you to be aware of, and this is how you can check yourself, is in your follow through, if the leading edge of the club right here is facing upward, you probably have done a pretty good job. What I see a lot of amateurs do is slam the club face closed like this. That tends to make the sand go over the ball and it ends up right here. So you want to try to keep the club face open, the heel in front of the toe, all the way through the sand. And if it does that, it's going to look like that in the follow through. Everybody see how that works? Heel in front of the toe. See how that works? So as you're doing this today, check yourself and see if the club face is facing up. All right, so what do we got so far?
Swing outside in.
Swing outside in. What else? Horseshoe. Very good. What else?
Swing hard.
Swing hard. And keep the club face open.
Right.
Is that hard to remember? Outside in, dig out the horseshoe, swing hard, keep the club face open. Everybody good with that? Okay. Some things that you don't have to worry about. You do not have to worry about the length of your follow through. Somebody tell me how long this follow through is. Not very long. Somebody tell me how long this follow through is.
Too long.
All right. The ball doesn't know that you have followed through. It does not care if you've had a follow through. What it cares about is, what did I make the sand do? So this idea that if I have a long follow through, it's going to make the shot better. If I was your partner and you saw me make a practice swing like this, would you be nervous? Yeah. Like hit your putter, driver, anything but that, right? Didn't do anything but that. But if you saw me go like this, that would be more close to a normal bunker shot, wouldn't it? Okay? Follow through is insignificant. Insignificant. The sand's going to slow the club down anyway. Hopefully you're going to hit it hard enough. But if you hit it really easy, that's another good reason not to hit it daintily, is because the sand is going to slow the club down a lot anyway. You want to hit it hard, lots of sand moving at first, and then we're going to talk about if, for each individual one of you, if you have a difficult time taking different amounts of sand, we're going to address that with each one of you individually. That's a different subject, okay? So what are we talking about so far?
Outside in.
Outside in.
Swing hard.
Swing hard. Club face open and dig out the horseshoe, right? You're going to find in these bunkers, I've got little blank spots like this. And so I want you to practice without a ball, digging out the horseshoe. And then I want you to try to dig out the horseshoe with the ball in it. And then we'll rake it, do it again. All right? All right, questions so far?
Placement of the ball.
Great question. She said placement of the ball. You obviously want to hit behind it. So you want to find where you most likely are going to hit the line right there. So let's say that I put the line off my left shoulder and I hit back there. I might want to move this way a little. And then I've moved too far and then I hit the line right there. So maybe right there's the right spot. Base it on the line in the sand, not left foot, left shoulder, right shoulder, my head, my nose. Base it on where you most often hit this line. And stand in such a place that you can hit this line repetitively in the same place. Okay? That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay? Yes?
Do you have your weight more on one foot than the other?
You can have your weight on your left or your right. There's no really common thread among great bunker players It kind of depends on the shot too. Some players on some shots will lean more to the left, some more to the right. If you had a shot into the face of this bunker here, leaning left will make the club really dive down into the sand. If that's what you want, that's fine. But if you want to take a normal amount of sand, you might want to lean more to the right. If I have this lie, and I lean to the right, it'd be very easy to hit behind it too far. So it just depends on the shot. That's a vague answer, I know. Okay. Wes just qualified for the Arizona Open yesterday. Congratulations, Wes.
Yay!
I'm going to give the stage to him for a moment, talk about what he believes in bunker shots. So I'll let Tyler say a few words and we'll get started.